don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play
Don't worry,
tough,
Nathan.
wanna hate
Take the
this,
onion rings
I'll
out.
show
I mean, the
up.
ginger rings out.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love.
I even changed his intro.
If you wanna play tough and wanna hate
So I
this,
don't get
I'll
bored of
always
it.
show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fake.
Or to find someone new on YouTube to take the mick out of and wind up with an intro. The more people bite, the more I bite. Hey, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Look, I just fired this live up on a whim. I've got nothing, no rant. All right, LD, I've got no rant. I've got nothing, no pre-planning went into this. I just pressed the button and whacked it up. Just like when you are sitting in front of the television. Back in the days, we used to watch MTV and you go and you scratch your nuts and there's a fit bird on telly and you think, oh, while I'm down there, I might as well just carry on. Heard that in a men's magazine, like a survey they were doing, but it wasn't like a real survey. It was like an answer. FHM, I don't know if that still exists. It's like the reasons why men knock one out, and I think the most people answered, oh, just chuddering, was that they were watching television. The bird popped on, they scratched their nuts and thought, "What, they're down there?" Oh, I was just not one. Oh dear. I don't know how I compare going live and knocking one out. It's strange. I have to question myself. Have a good long look in the mirror. I had a look in the mirror once, and I ended up fucking having a fight ended up smashing it, thinking somebody was starting on me. So what are you looking at? What are you looking at? You want some? You want some? What the fuck are you looking at? The first time I knocked the mirror out, and the third time I ended up putting a hole in the mirror with a 38 caliber. None of that shit happened. That was just a lie. What's going on? What's going on? You know what? I'm in a country surrounded by weed. Out of all the top countries I've picked, where I've given up weed a long time ago. Well, weed's pretty much illegal in nearly all the countries, especially Thailand when I first came here. You got a heavy sentence. Now the streets are flooded with it. And it's like you always want what you can't have. You know, if I came here when I was 14, 15, I would have been in paradise. Well, I'm in paradise, but weed paradise. I thought I'd go to give up weed. I went to Amsterdam to give up smoking weed. Believe it or not, it actually worked. Gave up weed for alcohol. And then I gave up alcohol for women and cigarettes. And I gave up cigarettes. And I gave up women for getting married. Then I gave up married for suicide. That didn't really happen either. No, I'm still well into my birds. I still dig the chicks. The ones with no dicks. Anyway, I want to put the camera on even. Generally, I'll write treat for you. Like JDP traveling banter. I haven't watched this stuff in ages. Yeah, if you're familiar with YouTube and you're watching what goes on, you don't need traveling banter because all he does is regurgitate the same stuff which is already out there. In fact, I might make a traveling banter too, or I just basically copy everything he says I made a whole channel out of it. I just changed the wording slightly. Even the intro, I might even copy that. But that'll wind him up. Just with me with my two fingers up. Yeah, yeah. Operation Wind Up. Wind Up YouTubers. So if you're easily triggered, I like ya. Skitty pop pop boom. Go on, I've got 11 ghosters here, or 10 ghosters. Now 11, there's 12. Somebody commenting. We were just enjoying me talking shit. Jesus Christ. Don't make me put a link out there. Don't make me put a link out there, man. Chris the Bricks earlier, man. I'll tell you what, Chris the Bricks is one of my favourite channels because you can literally say do anything you want on there. He just doesn't care. It's almost like you're not even online. It's like there are no restrictions. Good afternoon, Jeff Swan. Where you been? What you swan? God, there's always new shop. There's a new pet shop just down the road selling fish. Well, you know, there's a big fish tank out here. It's called the Sea. Why anyone got to bring part of the sea and put it in their house? I don't get it. Just go and swim in the sea. You can be with the fish. If you're with someone you don't like, you can slit their throat and they can sleep with the fishes. I've got a treat for you tomorrow. I'm going to be on a speedboat tomorrow. I'll be making waves. On a speedboat, going on a day out. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't remember. Somebody else booked it. I just said yes. So I'm going to be going out early in the morning on a speedboat. Can't remember where I'm going. I'll be out all day, probably snorkeling. I guess. So expect some footage. Expect some noisy footage. Expect some screaming. Expect the boat to capsize because I'm going to distract the captain. Expect one of the cabin boy not to be there because I'm gonna chuck him overboard with the ankle tied to his leg. The anchor tied to his leg. There's probably a lot of anchors on there. Now I think it's all going to be birds. You know what I reckon it's all going to be birds? It's a bird that booked it, and she's only invited the mates, and one of the mates is my missus, and I belong to my missus. So that will be interesting. It's very interesting. I'll tell you a little story. It's kind of amusing, but I didn't find it amusing at the time. It's amusing, but it's also, if you can sort of get past, the dark side of YouTube, morals and all that. Well, Thais all have pretty much the same colour hair. When I was with my first Thai girlfriend, I went to the boxing stadium with my mate and his Thai girlfriend. And, well, long story short, they were both standing next to each other. He came out the toilet and he grabbed what he thought was his missus's arse, and it was actually my missus's arse. And she jumped and he jumped. So, did he do it on purpose? That's what a lot of people will think. Probably not, because I saw it, his eyes told 1,000 no lies. The look of shock in his eyes when she turned around. I mean, he did it like right next to his own missus. So, I mean, she was shocked, and then when she turned around, he was shocked. He like literally jumped. And I don't know what to make of that. What of questions? What do you guys make? All right, Northern King. All right, nutter. Hope you still chinned him, Jimmy. No free. Well, we was in a boxing stadium, so if I chinned him, the promoter saw it, he'd probably throw us both in the ring. Back in those days, all you had to do to get a fight is look like you wanted one. I remember the promoters used to go around sometimes looking for anybody, and they said, "Have you got any boxing experience?" Yeah, a little bit. Fancy getting in there? And I was sitting next to this Irish bloke, and he was about 50 years old. He said, I even asked him. He said he used to fight amateurs when he was younger, but he doubts he could get in there with Thai boxers, with his hands only. They could get close enough. That was funny those days. All right, nah. No, I didn't hit him over that. I hit him over something else. What did I hit him because of? Oh no, we were sort of mates, so we used to hit each other anyway. But when we were training once, I just had this mad brainwave. I asked him to hit me full pelt in the head, in the temple of my head, on the side, and I wasn't going to block it. And he said, "No." I said, "No, I want you to do it. I want to get hit full pelt so I can see what I can take." And he did it. He didn't knock me out, but he knocked the brain cells out of my head, which sent me there. And I just couldn't. I got amnesia for about. Oh, it was strange for about 30 minutes or an hour. I couldn't remember anything. Couldn't even remember how I got there. I was walking around like I was normal, but it's just like, where am I? Like, whereabouts in Thailand am I? Like, fuck, I couldn't remember how old I was. And he said, "Well, you did ask me to do it." Said, I remember him hitting me. So now I know why it's definitely better to keep your guard up. Oh God, what have I done? What have I done? Sorry, I just realised I just made a big mistake. I thought I'd dropped some people off, and they left the keys in my car. And they've been outside all this time, and they left the phone in the car, so they couldn't call me. Anyway, now I'm out to go and do my own stuff. God, well, my missus has got a fucking mate of hers around, and he's a puff. He's gay. I can't stand the fucker. Can't stand him. It's like I can't stand him because he's gay. I can't stand him because he never fucking pays for his own weight. So for some reason, all the women all pay for him all the time. I'm like, you're a fucking geezer. I couldn't give a fuck about your sexual orientation. You're a man. You pay like men. Men pay. She's got one missus paying for everything, and then everything that she pays for, indirectly coming from me. I've got to bite my tongue. I'm really. I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't fucking get it. Like, if she had like female friends have to pay their own way, so why does he fucking get it? God, he's going to be on that boat tomorrow. And I said, listen. She asked me, she said, please don't start any trouble tomorrow. I said, listen, if he starts being all faggy around me, taking pictures with his, with his arse out and stuff, I will fucking stuck him. I'm telling you. Said, okay. I'll speak to you. I'll make sure he goes around the corner if he does all that. Fucking I really don't want to go, to be honest. It's just little things. Why have I got? Okay, I'm not going to. I went out for a meal, and he came along, It's my missus' mate's friend. And then I paid. I was waiting for him to get his wallet out. He didn't. You know, English politeness. Didn't say nothing. And I said, why have I got to fucking pay for him? You know, I'll pay for you, but I'm not paying for him. We had a bit of a not too much of a back and forth about it. So next time I said, okay, don't worry, I'll sort it out. So she paid for him. I was like, why are you fucking paying for him? So it's okay, I'll tell you what, next time you can pay for me too. If you're going to pay for him, you can pay for me. Sorry, like that I did have a rant. Are you sure him gay isn't? No, I checked him out. He's definitely an arse bandit. You look at his Facebook and everything. He's one of those. I know what you're saying. When I felt like she knew him before she knew me, and that was one of my biggest worries, that he was actually straight, and he was my missus bit on the side. But I had him checked out. He's definitely a bender. Bloody putting things in my head now. I'm trying to second guess it. I've never seen him. Oh yeah, he is, because I've seen him and his boyfriend having bloody arguments and consulting my missus about it. Yeah, they're definitely fraggled. Anyway, enough of that shit, man. I found out he wasn't. He was dead. That's it. His throat would be cut. You know, he'd be in the sea with the fishes. Because that means they just had me over. He'd better pray that he's gay. So I found out that he ain't. That means that they've had me over all this time. Had me over a barrel. By a fucking woofter. Fuck that, man. Well, if he's not gay, then he's doing a good job of pretending, you know, because he bangs blokes up the arsehole. Jimmy, would you sooner lose a finger or an ear? Hang on, I got back. Sir Jimmy Starmer. Oh, God. Put the word Jimmy in front of Starmer. Jimmy, the name Jimmy's already been dirtied enough. Jimmy, there's a picture of Savile there as well. Should that be allowed? Probably not. Oh, I'll just highlight accidentally. Are you sure? Just cover forward to be having. Yeah, no, yeah. I read that one out already. Now then, how exactly did you check him out? Jimmy, would you sooner lose a finger or an ear? Wouldn't mind both, to be honest. I mean, the ear. I mean, you can't really lose an ear. You can only lose the ear with the fleshy bit. But you're always going to have that hole in your head. So, you know, whether you rip your ear off or not, you're still going to be here without an ear. But with a finger in your ear, you wouldn't be able to hear because the finger will be in your ear. Oh, fuck me, that's a tongue twister. Well, logically speaking, I'd rather lose my ear because I don't need my ears really. I can still hear without the ear oxidate. But you know, if I was faced with the Yakuza and I made a mistake and they said, right, we need your finger, I would actually like to cut my finger off. Thinking about it now, a little pinky. I think if I was Japanese looking, I'd probably do it. It'd be like getting a tattoo, like pretend to be a fake gangster, wouldn't it? If you're Japanese and you chop your little pinky off, you're not even in the Yakuza. People just assume that you are because you look Japanese and you lost your finger. Jimmy Chopper. Chopping my own ears off. You said ear, you didn't say ears plural. So, well, I'll probably look a bit stupid. I'll probably look a bit stupid with just one ear chopped off, wouldn't I? Probably have to chop them both off. But then I saw they grew an ear onto a mouse. That was pretty fucked up. But I think that they already had the ear and they just put it around the mouse and waited for some kind of surgery on the mouse, and then when it healed, the skin healed, it sort of healed. I don't know what the fuck they've done with these science. Why they'd even want to fake an ear grown onto a mouse for fun, or just grow an ear on a mouse for real. It's just mental. I mean, Richard Gere would be into all that stuff, but you know, he's a perverted actor. He probably made his claim to fame was in Animal Farm. He's probably one of those people in Animal Farm that you don't recognise because it was like made in the 70s. I wonder how and those people from that film Animal Farm actually made it become celebrities. I wonder if you can trace back where those sick individuals came from. And if you're wondering why I watched Animal Farm, right, Robert Shaw, Miss Mc. If you wonder why I watched Animal Farm, I had this mate, and he's definitely no longer my mate. He's one sick motherfucker. So before I fucked him off as a mate, I robbed him for his car stereo. Back in the days when I had car stereos. He wanted to download. He wanted to buy a copy. You couldn't download films back in those days. For some reason, he had this obsession. He wanted to get Animal Farm, the film. And I think he got it on VHS or something. So I went and knocked on his door, and he went upstairs into his room where the telly was normally on, and he just put the cassette in, and he said, "Watch this." I was like, "Oh, what is it?" I was like, "Oh my God. Oh my." I went out with another friend of mine. "Oh no, no." And it's almost become like an endurance thing. Is how long could you sit in that room and watch it for like that? That's enough. I'm walking out. And I watched it for 7 hours before I walked out. Well, that was enough. Or was it 10 hours? 10 hours and I passed out. No, I'm joking. God, these clippers are going to have paradise editing this. No, in all seriousness, I watched it for, I think it was about 11 minutes, 34 seconds. Some of that stuff in there was it just made me want to heave. I can't even get some of those. Luckily, I blocked those images out of my mind, most of them. I just remember the gerbils, you know, and the pipe, which was one of the least bad things. But the other stuff, I blocked it out of my head. That was, oh God, oh no, 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 no. Where's my meds? I need PTSD. Oh mate, look, if you really want to get someone, if you really want to torture someone, I suggest get them in a room, taping their hands to a chair, or handcuffing their hands behind their back, pinning their eyes open, and making them watch that film. That could be a form of torture. Well, it would be a form of torture, tying someone to a chair and pinning their eyes open. But the Animal Farm, the Animal Farm bit would also just be the cherry on the cake. Is that the right word to use? I don't know. Fuck knows. All right, shits. G'day, shits. All right, Robert. All right, Maz. Is anyone else live at the moment? Watched a bit of the Nutters, and then something came up. I was on Chris's, and something came up. I think it was my dinner from last night. There's some rumble in my tummy, something rumbling in my stomach. How is everybody? I've got to turn the camera on. Look, there's a nice wall there if you want to see it. If I go back, I can drive back and see it from this distance. If I go forward, you can see it from this distance. Go backwards, go forward, go backwards. People are looking at me strange. I should probably stop doing that. There's an ATM machine there. I'm just waiting to rob it. Waiting for people to come. I can see the PIN numbers there. I can film it with a camera on my phone. PIN number in. And as they're walking away, I'm going to bump into them, knock them over. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Help them pick up all their shit. Take their card out, put it in the machine, and bosh. I better withdraw all of their 20 pence because not many people have got much dough out here. There's some Richard III's walking past. They're Westerners. I can tell by their white skin. After watching Animal Farm, would you rather be a sheep or a pig? Oh, don't, man, no, don't. Oh, Jesus. How old was I when I watched that? How old? I think I was about 23. Oh, don't. Those pigs. What were those pigs doing to those humans? What were those humans doing back to those pigs? Oh, no. Oh, oh, dear. No. I was looking to trigger someone. I've triggered myself. Uh, I remember one scene where it was two birds kissing, zoomed in, two birds kissing. I'm like, okay, I can handle that. And then it zoomed out, and there was like a pig behind them, both of them. And it zoomed out even more, and the pigs were. Uh, no, no. Uh, they were. I'm going to bring up my dinner again. Where am I? Sheep's reproductive organs are similar to humans. Apparently, some Welsh fellas. I'm going to tell you what's on Earth law live. It's if I get arrested. Oh, Lola, Alice. Can't read Lola. Alice, go back. I'm going to tell you what's on the Earth low life. Is that low life or low life? I can't read. If I get arrested. Shit, sheep. I saw you get. So. No, stop it! Stop talking about horses. I can tell you watched a lot of this, Maz H. You're bringing back memories that shouldn't be there, man. It's banned in the UK now. Thank God for that, man. Should be banned from the internet, man. I just think that film was probably made in the 70s, and the people that were making it were adults, obviously. So they would have been like 20, 30. So let's say this is in the middle, 25. So 17, 18, 19, 2000. So like 2000, they would have been 55. Those people would be about the same age as Si now. And no offense, Si, but you just say you was a bondage master in your day. I can't believe that Northern King. We're Northern King. Scroll up. The horse killed her. She died of it. Oh, well, that's what happens when you suck off a horse and get sucked off to death. It's crazy though, like we eat these animals on a daily basis, which is fine. We can chop them up, from head to toe, take their livers out, their organs out, make them into a nice pretty dish on our Sunday roast, but then have sex with them, nah. Oh, you can have sex with them if they're dead. That's no problem. But when they're alive, nah, that's wrong. But it is wrong. But it's just interesting the way us humans work things out. I can't believe it. Internationally raptured. There again, I mean, like, what's haggis? Is haggis like stuffing up a sheep's ass? I've never seen that in a film. There's a film I saw called The Irishman. Man, there's a true story, well, based on a true story, a man called Danny Green. He was a rotten lunatic from Philadelphia. He was like, he was Irish, obviously, called The Irishman. And he was just known for just telling all the mafia to go fuck themselves. And they put all contracts out, and then he's like, yeah, bollocks, go fuck yourself, fuck your contract. He put car bombs under his car, and he just laughed at them. Carrot cake. What the hell are you doing here, man? Any mods want to sort him out before I do? I'm blocked in yours, ain't I, man? You're blocked in my stream. So you're telling your life story. Oh, how many views you get for that? Oh, I was born. I went into care. I came out of care. I went into prison where there was no care. No one cared. Yawn. Well, I can't show you my fridge because unless I drive around with a fridge in my car, then I have no fridge to show you. Carrot cake. I bet you're hoping that some geezer's gonna bloody or woman like what I call ghost writers. It's gonna pick up your story and they're gonna write a book about it. But ask yourself this, Ash. Why would they pick your story out of all the people that have been banged up in these HMPs, which seems to be like half the people on here, are just a small fraction of them. Why would they pick your stories out of everybody's? You know, because I bet there's a lot of people that have been inside and, you know, been through the care system. There is a lot of people that have been in and out and in and out. So sell me your story, like the highlights, like in a what's it called? If you got to advertise your story to make it stick out from the rest, you've only got like a few words to do it. Why should I buy your book or listen to your story? What makes it stand out above all the millions of people out there that would want to read it? What makes it stand out? Advertise it to me. Sell me your story in a few words. Carrot cake. You knew me. If you knew me, you would know. Well, I don't know much about you, but what stuff the stuff I do know about you, it's not really too. It's nothing to be glamorized. I tell you, man. Oh, you don't know the truth, man. Butchers fucks me every week with the. The truth. Jamie Boyle to cook up to write his own name. Too cooked up to write his own name. Oh, dear. Oh, the truth, like isn't it a bit ironic that you're trying to sell the truth when you've actually come out and confessed that you lie all the time to see where the lie goes, to see what comes back to you, and then you'll tell you tell one story three different times, and it will be completely different. I mean, one of those voice notes which you put out there, it's a harmless one, but it's interesting. I mean, people that were around at the time, he said, this goes no further than the group. But the crazy thing is that the information he put out was just absolute bollocks. He said, Apollo is Exposure TV. I think he also said it was Anton Lewis and Motorsports. And we're all trying to be polite in the group. It's like, no one would say that's a lot of bollocks. Okay, Exposure TV, got a Liverpudlian accent. Could probably put it off. Anton, probably. Motorsports? Apollo Pre here, voice of the common man. Hope you're all well. Oh, I don't know if that came off well. Well, it's one of those things. Apollo's not around, so you could just put a tag on anyone. And then you came out, and he told me. I said, "Who is Apollo?" You said, "Well, it's not hard to work out. It's obviously Exposure TV." Oh, by the way, this is just from my own observation, nothing to do with Ash, but I've noticed some people saying Apollo had like a really nice Porsche and wore nice suits. That video that was made was a animated video. It wasn't his. You know, forgive me for stating the obvious. That wasn't his car that he was driving, and it's just his voice over the top. I don't know. He's interesting. Apollo. He's a bit like Jack the Ripper. No one will ever know who he was. A lot of people will speculate. I even forgot he even existed until Ash came back. Hope you're all well. There's me. Yeah. I know. I heard apparently he had cancer, but then if no one knows who he is, then it's like the Dread Pirate Roberts. Anyone know who that is? Well, Dread Pirate Roberts was what the man who ran Silk Road on the dark web, who ended up getting arrested and doing a life sentence for peddling all sorts. And the thing is his username was the Dread Pirate Roberts, and the Dread Pirate Roberts came from a book where, and the name Dread Pirate Roberts would be given to the person who's in charge of the group. So no one actually really knows who the real Dread Pirate Roberts was. I think he was using that in his case because it's but he's still got a life, so he sort of fucked up a little bit, just a little bit. English can't. I know who Apollo was, Jimmy. It was nobody that I had a channel on here. Yeah, I actually exchanged a few emails with Apollo. Genghis Khan Jr. I wouldn't wipe my ass on Colombo sausage. Well, he's got a book, a big book, full of his version of the truth. They let you take that out of prison when you leave them. I don't know. I mean, his book might be useful if it's got a lot of pages in it, because you know I've been for a run before. I've been jogging at 6 a.m. and I literally had the runs, and I've had no toilet paper at all. Been resorted to like going Tarzan and using leaves. Well, that was horrible, bad experience. But you know, if I had a copy of the book around with me, I used to use the Bible, but I don't go down too well. I don't even know why people buy books nowadays. I mean, really, for real, all you need to do is take a picture by one book, scan every page and upload it. Now, what I wouldn't know, that's out of order for the authors. But what I would like to see is here is somebody make a channel where they read a book, so I can listen whilst I'm driving. I'd even pay that, or even the author of the book could read it out. And monetize a channel or members only, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm shit at reading. I've forgotten how to read them. Probably read the Diet Chips chapter. Well, you saw that live anyway. So you met Danny yet, Carrot Cake? Have you gone around there for a cup of tea and congratulated him? I don't know. To be honest with you, Ash, I really, I don't know what to make of you. To be honest, I haven't a clue. That's why I changed my name from Grasses Nonsense Exposed, because I seem to attract some people which just like bad people, and then other people that wanted me to expose those people, and then when looking into the people that wanted me to expose them, it looked like they were trying to just deflect their own. Hello. They just wanted to deflect their own stuff. I had Tony Burkett reach out to me after you worked out that Decker was a wrong one. You know, what did he think I was going to do? You know, I exposed people like him. So, yeah, I didn't know what he was about at the time, but I'll listen to him. I'll listen to his story. I don't know anything about the geez. He comes with a clean sheet of paper. And I'll find out what it's about. Does he really think that because I expose grasses and nonsense, that if I find out he is one, that I'm just going to keep my mouth shut? I mean, what planet are these people on? Absolute nutcases. But I think I realised what he was doing. He was trying to get close to me and hope I'll give out some information about myself, which he could use against me to threaten me or something. But unfortunately, that didn't work. Because I know how his brain works. I got to know him. I got to see the inside of his head. What's this geezer doing behind me? I got to see how his brain works, and that's basically all he does. You know, I only talk about this because you're the only person that finds interest in that. This is what he does. He finds people, he gets close to them, and he knows that they're going to know what he's about. So he'll take as many selfies and pictures. Like this is an example of what he did. He went to the gym with a person who didn't know what he was about at the time. A credible person. Oh, that's very close to mouth. And took pictures with him. Obviously, that person probably hasn't fallen out with him, probably keeps his distance from him. A year later, he went back to that gym wearing the same clothes in the same rough place and took selfies and then put the two pictures together, like one on top of each other, to make it look like they were taken like a few days ago. That's how crafty he is, man. He also showed me pictures of him, of streets of certain new people on YouTube. He showed videos of him walking up to people in the northeast stores and walking away again. He's just an horrible, and so that's what he, and the thing that alert. What is this geezer doing? He just squeezed past me in a lorry, really tight place, and he just got through, and now he's coming straight back out again. I can't go any more further forward without going through that wall, mate. Jesus Christ, those bells. Yeah, I'm waffling on about the past. And see, the thing is, Carrot Cake, is that a lot of this stuff that you talk about is, people don't really talk about that stuff anymore because it's all in the past, dead and buried. I doubt the geezer's even got a channel anymore. Now his driver's been banged up. God, Jesus. I don't know what to make of that, Paul. Maybe he needs a bit of prison to toughen himself up and stand up to that one-eyed monster from, where is it? Scarborough. Oh, I've forgotten something. Yorkshire, that's it. Yeah, catch you later. I'm off. I'm going to get some rubbered up grub.